So I wanted to share with everybody a really special video. We recently heard about a group of Huichol people, a very small group of people that kind of more like an extended family. I think there's 3 or 4 couples and grandmas and grandpas and grandchildren and stuff, you know, in a very small little village, kind of separated from anybody else. And we found out that they were believers and that they only actually had one Bible between you know, about a dozen of them. The Bible has recently, actually in the last year, been finished translating into the Huichol language, and UIM Aviation, who we partnered with recently, we're a big part of the translation workshops and transporting translators, native tongue translators, to and from the workshops out of the mountains. So when we found out about this village that had people without Bibles in their language, we decided, hey, let's see if we can do something about it. So we spent some time in prayer, and so we bought a case of Bibles, got our 2 families together and all the kids and everything, and we wrapped all the Bibles like Christmas presents. Check the gas. Jason and his son Caleb and my wife and I flew out to the mountains and landed in the airstrip up there and met the village leader up at the airstrip. So we're just taking part in this, delivering the Bibles in the Huichol language to this village here. I'm glad Imelda got to come with me this time, and we're gonna hike out across the canyon over here to the village, so stay tuned. He said it's like a 10-minute hike out to the village or something like that, and maybe 15 minutes. And well, it took us an hour. We're a little out of shape, and Imelda just recovered from surgery, so it's a pretty good trail coming down here. They got some switchbacks going on. We're hiking down, just packing this box. Hopefully they're going to take turns. They're ahead of me a bit, but I'm hoping they'll take a turn. Because we got to go all the way over there where you can see that cluster of buildings and stuff. That's across this big canyon, so we just got to catch up. All right, Caleb, your turn.
Okie dokie.
It's not super heavy, but after a while it gets tiring. You okay?
Yeah.
You good? Steep, huh?
Yep.
You got it. So right now we're walking through the middle of their cornfield, which, wonder how they plant it though, because there's a lot of, well, it's almost all rocks as you can see, but it goes way down there by those cows. And it comes all the way back up here to the edge of the steep part of the mountain. And I believe they have several here, because this right over here, you can see across from me that steep hillside. That's all cornfield as well. It's a bit of work planting and harvesting corn up here. But yeah, there's all the way to the base of that cliff. I don't know if you can tell how steep it is in the camera, but that's pretty gnarly cornfield in my opinion. They received us with open arms and showed us around their place, showed us their cooking shack, their corn crib, their sleeping area, the palm trees and the banana trees they'd recently planted and different things like that. They were very excited and interested to show us these things. It was kind of cool. Then they made us a meal out of the handmade, hand-ground blue corn tortillas and some homemade cheese that they'd made. It was just delicious and fun. Of course, everything always tastes better up in the mountains, but it was a lot of fun. Hola, aquí adentro. ¿Puedo subir?
Sí.
Ah, sí, sí, sí.
Amarillos
Amarillo.
y negros, por ahí están negros.
¿Y estos rojos son los azules?
Sí, esos
Okay. Negros también.
Ahí están negros con los mojos.
Ah, sí.
Y blancos, mira.
Ajá, también.
Blancos, todo.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
Okay.
ah. A veces se llena aquí, en eso.
¿Ah, sí?
El año pasado se llenó aquí.
Sí.
Eso comemos nosotros aquí.
Mm.
Nomás lo ponen, ya sabes, tu esposa así lo ponen ahí. Lo de pan y tamal.
Ah, sí.
En Tu esposa quiere ver la neta, ¿no?
You want to come and see the kitchen and stuff, babe?
Mira, pasa, mira. Ahí.
Ah, sí. Y aquí cocina.
Ahí es.
¿Qué es aquí?
Este es lo cuando estaba lloviendo.
The leader of the village, his name is Rodolfo. He's kind of the spiritual head of everybody there. He shared his testimony with us. It was really special. I'll include some clips from that for sure. But he shared his testimony, shared some of what was going on now and in the last 3 years, since they'd been really persecuted really heavily by other people in the area for sharing the gospel and stuff. They were kicked out of different areas and told, hey, you can't talk, you know, and it's been really tough for them. They've been faithful in their faith in spite of difficulties, and that was really encouraging for us to see and to hear those stories.
Así, yo seguía mucho a mis papás que hacían aquí. Y a mis tíos. Pues aquí se hace mucho, cristian mucho. Yo seguía mucho a mi papá entonces. Yo y mi esposa pues no funcionaba bien el matrimonio. Ya, y mis hijos también pues sufrían mucho. Y yo era músico de tocar, de cantar. Música en violín, en guitarra, en todo. Acá en Vallarta íbamos a tocar. Y ya después, si no podía cantar, aquí como que se me hundía, tapaba porque yo no escuchaba, pues no, primero no sabía eso, ¿no? De mi Señor. Y así anduve, pues, batallando. Ya después mi hijo se enfermó, es que está aquí. Pues mi hermana me hablaba, tú nomás ahí anda queriendo dar dinero a los de esos, pero no se va a aliviar. Pues. Está un señor que te quiere ayudar, que te va a salvar puede salvar tu hijo. Y yo casi, pues yo era como dice, terco, y nada, duro de corazón, yo nada pensaba. Ya después, yo creo que el Señor me llegaba a tocar. Y ya me dijo, por ahí sentí como que así me aflojé, yo sé, como sentí débil, ¿eh? Y una señora me habló y cuando mi hijo se estaba muriendo ahí, íbame. Y me dijo también la que iba mi hermana, ahí también iba ella, que si se iba a aliviar si aceptaba a Jesucristo. Está a tiempo. Le dije que sí. Y entonces llevan al hospital para que le pongan suero. Es que ya no comía como 5 días. Y estaba cerrado los ojos así. Y sí, ahí se alivió mi hijo ya. Ahí lo aceptamos yo y mi Señor ahí. Así estuvo, así acepté yo al Señor aquí.
So we ended up handing out the Bibles one by one to each person, and then they opened them up, and they were just, you know, all smiles, and it was so much fun just to watch them and see how happy they were to have a Bible physically in their hands in their own language. Pues arríbanse si quieren agarrar una. Pues que dice aquí enfrente, si me lo puede pronunciar no aquí afuera, me lo puede pronunciar en Huichol, en Wirarica.
Kakuyari, Nukiya, Rapayari, Virarikaku.
¿Y qué quiere decir? La palabra de Dios en Huichol. Es lo que pensé. Deja ver. Kakayari,
Nukiya,
Nyukiaya,
Rapayari,
Rapayari,
Virarikaku.
¿Cómo?
Virarikaku.
Rirarikaku. Wirarikaku. La palabra de Dios en Huichol. The word of God in Huichol. Gracias. So now, we're praying for them and staying in contact with them and hoping that they can use those Bibles to grow their own faith and to share with other people in surrounding communities and different areas. We left a couple extra Bibles with them just so that they could share them if the opportunity arose. It was a really neat glimpse into their life and to see what it's like to be a Christian when it's hard to be a Christian, I mean, their life is hard enough as it is, but to add to that, being ostracized by all your friends and family because you believe in Jesus Christ, and you've denounced the old ways and the old spiritism and the old things that everyone does, that you've denounced that and taken Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, and that you're excited and happy about that, just to be put down for that and persecuted for that, it's really eye-opening and refreshing to see people that still have that spark and that fire of, we're going to follow Jesus no matter what. It is hard to follow Jesus. So it was really neat to see people that were strong in spite of that, that persevered in their faith and that loved Jesus no matter what. Anyway, so here's a little video of our experience meeting these people and helping these people and encouraging these people while we ourselves were greatly encouraged at the same time. So hope you enjoy.